Ryan, as always, great seeing you. Before we kind of hop into the questions, could you just tell everyone that is watching who you are and then what exactly we were doing when we were partnered together?
Yeah, so my name's Ryan. When I was working with you, we were doing sales for a Shopify e-commerce coach. His name's Raphael Cintron. He's got a YouTube channel. You can look it up if you're watching this. So at the time, Chris was a closer in my team. Feel quite saying in third person. You were a closer in my team,
Yeah.
and we did 1 million in 7 months in sales. Actually, when you joined, we already did like six figures. So, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
does that answer the question? Is there anything
Yeah,
else?
it does. No, you're good. So we essentially came in. I came into obviously as a closer, kind of helped on all that sort of stuff. Before, I know that you had been working with Raphael. What was kind of like the state of the business before I kind of came in and started helping with stuff?
Yeah. So, state of business before you came, we were we were pretty maxed out on calls. Like, Michael at the time, you remember Michael?
Yep.
He was maxed out. We had, was it, did Scott come after you or before you?
Scott came after.
Okay. I think it was just Michael before you, right? Okay, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Michael, I
was,
think came like a week or two before, just a
yeah,
little bit before.
it was me and Michael doing the calls, and we were maxed out. And then that's when you came in, and uh, yeah, so I think we were doing less than 100,000, definitely a month in collections before you, and you came in and we started breaking 100,000 a month in collections, and obviously you were quite significantly better than Michael, so I just gave you like more of the calls, and yeah, so we definitely did better and more sales after you came in. You were solid, pretty solid.
Yeah, it
So
was fun.
yeah.
So that was kind of the state before. You were just kind of below the six-figure mark. It was you, it was Michael, who kind of came a little bit before me. Had a bunch of calls, but just wasn't as much in regards to kind of the closing aspect. Once I came in, I know you kind of mentioned it. If you could just recap. So I came in, what did that kind of look like? What changed after I kind of joined the team and stuff? What'd you say?
Yeah, so you came in and I trained you for a bit, the with the sales process, the demo, everything. Um, that's what it looked like, right? And then yeah, like you just took off. Basically, you didn't need much, how do I say it? Like monitoring or like obviously I had to listen to a few of your calls, give you feedback and stuff. And I think it was after like two calls, I could just let you run on your own pretty much.
Yeah,
And yeah, pretty impressive.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that came in. I started closing. Obviously, I know that we then got Scott after. I believe there was even Lucy. So obviously the team started kind of growing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
mentioned on a revenue perspective. I know, and by the way, for obviously everyone that's watching, we're talking end of 2020, beginning of 2021 is kind of this time period of obviously when we're working together. And obviously we're recording this in 2024. It's a bit of a ways back, but I just want to kind of go ahead and obviously anybody who's watching this is trying to like validify, oh, who's Chris? Who's TD coach? Can he actually help me? And the whole reason why I wanted to do is obviously this kind of the earlier stages of kind of me getting into this space, working alongside you,
Mhm.
or me being the closer underneath you, I should say. But I think it's just the reason why I wanted to mention is just the fact of kind of the closing skills is one of the biggest things. So we came in, or I should say, I came in to the team, started doing that. Do you recall exactly what we were looking at in regards to monthly revenue after that point?
After you came in,
Yeah.
just over 100,000, I think was like 120, 150.
Cool.
And
So did that, came in. Obviously, things started to grow. We did that. Um, and I think that's really everything. It's not like there's a crazy amount of stuff to do. I
yeah,
came in,
we
you
went
helped
from
train me.
yeah, I remember now. we were doing like 62,000 before you came in, and then when you came in, it was like 100,000, 110, 120.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
When we had that promotion of the 5-day training,
Yep.
those would always be big months. Like sometimes we do 150, 160.
Yeah. Sure.
Um, but yeah, on average, it was like 100,000
Yeah.
for a full month.
So came in, you obviously helped kind of show me the ropes in regards to, hey, here's how the demo, here's the product, here's the program, kind of learning all that sort of stuff. I came in, became a closer, kind of just helped obviously in regards to push the revenue. Obviously, it wasn't only me. We had a team around us, but obviously I would say I played a factor into that. There's not really much else to it. I think the biggest thing is I kind of wanted just to overlay what was the company, what did it look like, what was it before I came in, what was it after I came in, and essentially kind of highlight before even I started really going really deep in regards to this business of a whole scale thing of just I've been able to kind of sell, not kind of, I've been able to sell coaching programs and all that stuff. For anybody that's watching, because most of these people that are watching, they're either skeptical about maybe working with me and my team to help them grow the business and stuff. They're not sure, is this Chris guy legit? Is he someone I want to partner with? For anybody that's watching that, kind of considering working with me and my team, obviously we met back in 2020, started working together, sold millions right together on all of that. What is something that you would go ahead and share with these people if they're on the fence or questionable about working with me and my team?
So another thing that I forgot to mention is when you came in, our pipeline management did improve a lot. In terms of like, because you were very, um, say, is resilience the right word? Resilience, organized on managing the pipeline, doing the follow-ups, making sure the calendar was full as possible. And that really set an example for, Michael and Lucy and other sales reps in the team. And I was very impressed and I really appreciated that. So yeah, that was something that I forgot to mention before and after. If people are on the fence of working with you, well, I would say don't be, because I think you are very trustworthy. You're very like organized. I like organized, and go. You tend to go. Do your best and go beyond, and you want to crush it for your clients. You know, for me at the time and the team. Um, and yeah, man, I just really appreciate it. Like, being able to have you on my team. And yeah, I don't think we would do that well if I didn't have you on the team, to be honest. And yeah, man. So not much else to say. I don't think yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all that is. Like I said, it doesn't, the biggest reason why, and obviously the people watching will see it. I just want to have genuine conversations with it. It doesn't need to necessarily be polished, that answer, but I think it's speaking to what it looks like if somebody did want to go ahead and work. So that's really all I wanted to go ahead and say. Or
Yeah,
add, I
and
should say.
I like thinking back, I probably like would say you were a lot better at closing than I was. Obviously, I helped you a lot, but then there were some calls I'll be like, yo, I'd rather Chris take this call instead of me, because
Yeah.
I know Chris is gonna like close this, with like Michael and stuff as well. Because when it came to like the closing, you could be, if you wanted to, like the hardest closer, right?
Mm.
And yeah, so all good, man.
Yeah.
All good.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for obviously hopping on, kind of just giving a little bit more of the background, what it looked like of us working together.
Yeah.
One thing I've enjoyed is that even though I know that after my time with working with you and Raphael, I ended up going and started my own agency and then working with Mike and all that. But what I've always appreciated is that even though we go our separate paths, I know obviously you're big in the trading space now. We always stay in touch. We got the chance to meet each other obviously in person earlier this year, which was awesome. And I appreciate the friendship, and I love the conversations and all that. And I'm excited for future partnerships in the future. So
Yeah, but likewise, man. So, it says a lot about a person when, you can keep such a good relationship for so long and, still potentially do something together always,
absolutely.
in the future. So again, so if you're watching this, you're on the fence about Chris, don't be. Like, it's a trustworthy guy. He's not gonna like, run away with your money or anything like that. Hell no. Yeah, I think, I do believe that, you will go above and beyond for your clients, get them crushing results. Because that's what, gives you the joy, right? So yeah,
Sure.
man. That's Chris.
Awesome.